Hello buddies. So if you're not trying meat pie or fish pie or even beef patties or any patties at all, you need to try this cake pie. You heard me right, cake pie. Like, this is one of my fastest selling snacks and people love this every time they buy it. So today I've decided to bring this to all of you. I had never wanted to bring it, but on the second thought, I said, these people here, I love them all, and I need to bring something to them. And I want to also appreciate all your love, all your support, the like, the comment, the shares. Please keep it coming. So let's do this. First, you need to make your short crust. Now, to make this short crust is super simple, unlike the other ones. All you need is just your flour and your margarine or your butter. So here I use 550 grams of flour and 250 grams of margarine, or you can use butter. So you don't need salt, you don't need sugar, you don't need any other thing. So go ahead, combine everything till it becomes crumbly, and then you start adding your water. Okay, for this you need 120 grams of chilled water. So start adding the water gradually till everything is combined. Please do not overwork this dough so it doesn't become stretchy. Okay, because if it becomes stretchy by the time you start baking, it's going to shrink. So you need to handle it carefully. So once you have combined your dough just this way, you wrap it up and keep it aside. Okay, so once your dough is aside, you go ahead to make your cake batter. For this cake batter, I used these 3 eggs. I gave me 140 grams. Then I added 120 grams of sugar, added 20 grams of milk powder, and then about just 1 teaspoon of my butterscotch flavor. Next, I added a little bit of honey, but it is optional. Next, I added my margarine, or you can use butter. So I added 140 grams of margarine because I use 140 grams of eggs. If you remember the video I made before telling you all how to get a perfect cake without making mistakes. Next, I mixed everything, then I added my flour. I also used 140 grams of all-purpose flour. Okay. Then I added this flour gradually and make sure that I combine everything till my batter becomes smooth, just as you see in the video. So once I got this smooth batter, I went in with my baking powder. I added half teaspoon of baking powder, and then I combined everything. Make sure that my baking powder is thoroughly combined, so I will not have one part of my batter tasting bad because of the baking powder clustering on that side. So once I have my batter ready, I brought out my short crust that I wrapped, and then I decided to cut it. So after cutting it, I had to weigh each cut or each part 90 grams. Yes. So after cutting and weighing, this short crust dough gave me 10 dough. Yes, 10 dough, each weighing 90 grams. Okay. So at the end of that, I set everything aside and I started rolling it out. Okay, so you roll it out, not too thin, not too thick. Just make sure you roll it out flat, and then you place on your meat pie cutter or empanada cutter. So once you place it on the meat pie cutter, you make sure that it gets to the edge of the cutter just like this. Then you scoop in your cake batter that you just made. Okay, just 1 scoop. You don't need to scoop in too much because this cake batter is going to fluff up or going to rise inside. So don't, if you overfill it, it's going to rise too much and it may pour up, it may pour out, or it may leak, something like that. Okay, so you need to put it a little so that by the time it rises, it will still remain inside the short crust. Then next, you're going to gradually cover this and then remove the excess at the end. Okay, so once you are done making that, you keep that aside just like so. You have this, you can see. So at the end of the day, I got about 10. Then I made extra 2 because the cake batter gave me about 13. But yes, gave me about 13 cake pies. Yes. So make sure you egg wash them, place in your oven, your preheated oven, and bake for the first 5 minutes. After that, take them out, egg wash the second time, take them back again, and bake till they are light golden brown. Make sure you bake at a very low temperature of like 120, so that it will bake gradually, so that it can have cracks, have become crunchy, and the cake will have time to rise and it will become amazing. Thanks. Hope you love this.